Toys, figure reviews, unboxings and rankings, random figure reviews, similar groupings of figures, and the occasional toy hunt. All right, YouTube Trolls Toys back here with another video. And we normally do similar groupings of figures on Sunday, but we're going to come at you with a little bit of a different one. I'm not much into kit bashing or customizing, but I've seen other people do this, so I'm going to give it a try. We picked up number 48 Zarana. We already have this figure, but we're going to use her head. Her body. And we picked up number 104 Helix. And we got both of these for $12 each. This one coming from my buddy Toledo Jr. This one coming from That's Entertainment in Worcester. And the plan is to use the Zarana buck or body with the Helix head. And we'll see how we kit her out for weapons. But that's what we're going to do. So we're going to get Zarana out of the box first. So I don't think we ever actually did a video on Zarana, so we'll cover her really quick. She's got the removable hair on this figure, where you could change it to the shorter hair sculpt if you wanted, which is a little bit different versus removable head. It's interchangeable hair. I'm not a big fan of this hair at all, so we would definitely use this one if we were using her as Zarana, but we're not gonna be. She comes with a backpack, right? She comes with a machine gun with the clip. It's got the saw on the end, which is pretty cool. I'm not quite sure why this was not a popular figure, but I don't believe it was at all. I mean, hence why you can find her on the cheap all the time. And she comes with 2 knives. Right, so I don't know what goes in this. I'm assuming it's the knife. I don't really remember. That's probably what I'd put in there. But maybe that's, I don't know why she wasn't popular, like I said, but just so we can see what she came with. She does have a sheath for the knife, so we'll put that in there. And then she would be holding the gun, but we're not going to bother putting it in her hand right now because we're going to do a little customizing. But that is Zarana. Little very quick review. Now we'll get 105 Agent Helix out of the box. Sorry, Shambles. Helix was 104. And I don't think we ever did a video on her either. But I don't really remember at this point because she's an older fig. Also got her on the cheap, like I said, 12 bucks. So can't go wrong there. And to be honest, not sure why she wasn't popular other than I think she's a comic book figure versus cartoon. So maybe that's why, because she was newer addition to the line. But she comes with a backpack. What I like best about Helix is obviously these gnarly ass weapons that attach to her wrists. But she also comes with 2 swords that would go in the sheath here. And the holder on the back. Just a quick review of Helix as well. And then she comes with 2 handguns. Got holsters on either side. And she comes with a pretty badass looking knife as well. And I think the knife, is there a spot for the knife to peg in? It's been a while since we've looked at Helix. So in all honesty, I don't know if there is or not, but what we're going to try to do is we're going to take this stuff off, because what I've seen people do, and hopefully their heads just are interchangeable, because I don't have any of that sticky tack. So this video may be in shambles because we didn't pre-plan. It's just to switch the heads on these 2. Put Helix's head on Zarana's body. Yeah, and it does work. So now we've got a new character. How would Zarana's head look on Helix's body? Interesting. Zarana's head's a little bit loose on Helix's body, but Helix's head fits nicely on Zarana's body, I feel. It gives her a little bit of a long neck, I suppose. Well, how does that look? I don't know. And then we'd have to load out with weapons. See, I would want to use, I think we'll give her this knife in her hand. I don't know. Let's try putting these on. So I think it looks pretty good overall. Like I said, neck maybe a little long, but it compares fine. The Zorana head on the Helix body is not so great. But we can do something else with this body, I'm sure. Did put the swords on the back of her for the time being. But yeah, I think this works out. I'm not sure how else will load her out. I did try one of these on the wrist, and I thought that looked okay as well. We'd probably have to do the other if we're going to do that. I guess if I was getting high tech, I could paint the handles on these swords to match her gear. But I'm not a huge customizer. I really just wanted to take a look for myself to see how it looked, and I think it looks pretty good. I don't know. What should we name her? We'll have to figure that out. And we're going to do something with this. I don't think this head works, though. But anyways, that's our little custom head swap. We'll get a few other Joes out of the box while we're here. Take a look at them really quick. So we were also able to pick up Tomax and Xamot for the Crimson Strike team recently from That's Entertainment Worcester for $12 a piece as well. Just no Baroness. I have these figures, but in the box. And I guess a guy had traded in a bunch of his Joe collection. But he kept the Crimson Strike team Baroness. Can't say I blame him. So come with the 2 knives. Each of them come with 2 knives. And they got sheaths for both knives, which is cool. And then they come with the gold gun with the silencer on it. Each of them does. So we'll get Tomax equipped first. So there's good old Tomax. So we'll get him on the stand. I mean, to get them loose for $12 a piece, that means I'll probably just keep my Crimson Strike team in the box. And unfortunately, it means Baroness won't be on display, but that's all right, since we were able to get these guys on the cheap. And then we got Xamot. Obviously, the only difference is the facial scar. And the sides of the knives go on, of course, because they are identical twins. I think we need suited Tomax and Xamot in the classified line. That would be next. Where did my little silencer go? Right here. But there's the Crimson Strike team, Tomax and Xamot. It's a little bonus for you. And then we got a couple more figs that we also picked up. We found Red, White, and Blue 250th birthday for the States Duke prior to Loose at That's Entertainment Worcester. Paid a little bit of a hefty price for him, but we did save 18%, which helped soften the blow. So I already have him all decked out because we showed him off in the pickup video that week. But I have since found him on card at Walmart for the regular retail price of $28. Walmart.com, I should say. So we picked him up. So because I like to have retro cards on card and loose. Here's Fist of Fury. He comes with a white stand. That's about the only bonus. I'm not a big fan of this figure. I will be 100% honest with you. But I am a completionist on G.I. Joe Classified. Only line that I am trying to be a completionist on, well, maybe WWE Superstars, but those are hard as hell to find. Some of the Classifieds are too. Probably not going to use this doofy helmet with Duke, but it's on there for now. Did we need this figure? Probably not, but we got him. Am I a big Duke fan? I am not. He's got a visor. Hey, we could at least make him look as different as possible. So there you go. That's Red, White, and Blue USA 250th Anniversary Duke. And we got one more figure we'll take a look at in this episode. So I guess it is a similar groupings because the kit bash was pretty quick. And the last figure we'll take a look at is number 30 in the Classified series. We also picked up during the sale at That's Entertainment, which is Snake Eyes and Timber. Timber, when he's gray, comes with an alternate docile head sculpt. Got to use the gnarly one for sure. Had this figure in box, had never got around to open it either, so we were able to actually just trade our in-box one away. And here's Snake Eyes looking badass. I gotta say, I think of the Snake Eyes figures I have, this one probably my favorite. I don't have retro card Snake Eyes. It comes with a handgun. That's the only Snake Eyes we're missing, actually, is retro card. Various other weapons. Alpha Commando Snake Eyes, this is, it says. It comes with a silencer for I'm assuming the pistol or whatever gun you want to put it on, probably. A knife with a sheath. I do like the all black Snake Eyes. My Snake Eyes, which one do I have out of the box? Movie version. Hell, that might be the only one I do have out of the box is movie version Snake Eyes, because I don't have 52 out of the box or 165 out of the box either. So this one's definitely better than movie version for sure. Doesn't have storage for all of his extra weapons though, from what I can tell. Because if he came with a backpack, I didn't get it, but I don't think he did. No, he did not come with a backpack. So we'll probably just equip him with a couple of these weapons. I'm thinking these bigger guns. It does look your choice is to put the silencer on the handgun or maybe this weapon right here as well. Let's see how it looks on that. But and it may not be realistic to have him double gunned, but you know, it's just a whole. I don't know if this is going to fit on that. Yeah, no, it does. I think I like it better on the handgun anyway. But I like to try to get as many of the accessories on the figures as we can. That way I don't have to worry about storing them. But he is a badass Snake Eyes and comes with timber. We always love the animal companions, or at least I do. So that's number 30 in the classified series, Snake Eyes and Timber. Retro card, USA Duke, Crimson Strike Team, Tomax and Zaymot. And then our head swap with Zarana and Agent Helix, which I think turned out pretty well. I like it. We're going to have to figure out what to kit her out with weapon-wise. We are using the knife from Helix, and I put Helix's swords on her for now. And I think that's, well, how we'll have her. We might actually use double her up. Yeah, we could do that with this other knife from Zarana, maybe. Why not? That works. So Agent Zarana, or I don't know. We got to give her a name. But she does look pretty good. Maybe a little bit of long neck syndrome, but like I said, I can live with that. Just wanted to try it. I'd seen it in other videos, and I do think it looks pretty good. This, however, does not. So we'll have to find a head that we can use for Agent Helix to make a companion for Agent Helix, I suppose. I'm sure we can find a head that'll work on here. But as always, this has been Trolls Toys. I truly appreciate you watching my videos. A little bit of a head swap and then quick Joe reviews on some older Joes and a newer Joe. But I truly appreciate you watching my videos. We'll see you soon. Peace.